Meantime, it's election day for parts of San Antonio, but for some voters, it's caused confusion. The special election to replace State Senator Carlos Uresti in the 19th district closes in just an hour.
But voters across Texas have been inundated with text calls and emails for weeks about an election in November. Eyewitness News reporter Aaron Wright joins us with how you can take action to stop the calls and keep your sanity.
And again, this is all San Antonio. It's all Bexar County.
It's the calm before the storm at the Bexar County Elections Office.
Today we have a double bump, but we have a very special election for State Senate District 19.
That special election has 8 candidates vying to fill Carlos Uresti's seat, which was vacated after the longtime senator was sentenced to prison for his role in a fraud scheme. A third of Bexar County is voting, but not every voter is clear on what's on the ballot.
And because the campaigns are already gearing up for November, people are getting a lot of information on the 2 U.S. Senate candidates.
That's right. Senator Ted Cruz and U.S. Representative Beto O'Rourke have been campaigning across the state. You may have gotten texts like these asking for your support. This text is in support of O'Rourke's campaign. Calenid says if you don't want the message, contact the campaigns, not Bexar County.
We never give phone numbers or emails. That's against the law for us.
Her advice, vote early.
You will be dropped off that list within 48 hours. They don't want to spend any money on a person who's already voted.
And call the campaign or text them back saying stop the messages. In this text, the campaigner asked for confirmation before agreeing to stop the messages. Messages to the Cruz and O'Rourke campaigns were not returned today.
When President Kennedy was in San Antonio.
Back in her office, Callanan says voters can expect campaigning to intensify come the fall.
She said that's when they're going to be making the calls. That's when they're going to be sending the campaign literature into their homes.
And if you're annoyed, take action. That's the only way to put the calls, texts, and emails on hold. Aaron Wright, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.